Hello, friend. Lay down and let your body find a place of rest. Tonight, you are invited to a secret doorway inside your inner house, a gentle activation that wakes the you who already knows your way. Settle so your spine is supported, your hands soft at your sides. You are safe here, guided and free to release. Imagine for a moment a small lantern waiting on a low table, its glass cool against your fingertips, a single flame folded into waiting. Breathe in slowly and fully, hold for a heartbeat, and breathe out long and soft, allowing the world to soften around you. This is an opening that leads to restful sleep and to a quiet, powerful alignment with your intention. Feel the surface beneath you cradle each curve of your body. Feel the light weight of your head sinking, the looseness blooming in your jaw. Bring attention to the crown of your head and imagine a warm, slow river of relaxation pouring down, like honey pouring, smoothing the scalp, easing the temples. Let that warmth travel to your forehead, smoothing thought into a gentle plane. Your eyes rest heavy, your cheeks soften, the muscles around your mouth melt into stillness. Breathe into your neck and shoulders and feel them drop, like sails softened by a soft breeze. Your arms go pleasantly heavy, hands warm and open, palms facing the night. Send that warmth down your spine, along each vertebrae, into your ribs, letting each breath open a little more space. Feel the gentle pressure of the mattress beneath your hips, the blanket a calm weight over your thighs, your knees unhooking, your calves releasing, your feet settling like stones sinking into cool sand. Listen to the small sounds around you, a distant evening bird, the hush of air moving, the near whisper of your own breathing. Inhale a slow sweep of oxygen that touches the belly, and exhale a long, forgiving sigh. Each breath is a soft invitation to sink further into rest. Picture now the lantern on the table again, the glass catching the room like a tiny moon. The candle inside is made of your intention, its wax smelling faintly of pine and sweet citrus, its wick wrapped with a thread that hums very quietly. The flame is small at first, then it lifts, and you see how it leans toward the truth you carry. I ask you softly in your mind, are you ready to speak to your future self? You answer, yes, I am ready. I ask, what do you wish to plant tonight? You answer, calm, clarity, courage. The flame listens, brightening as if tasting the word inside the air. Feel the warmth on your chest, like a gentle hand pressing in apology and permission. See the flame's light scatter into beads of gold that settle along your collarbone and behind your sternum. Hear a far bell, low and soft, as the lantern recognizes the name of your intention. The guardian of the door appears then, a tall presence with eyes like smoothed amber, offering a simple key of light that fits only your story. The echo of your heart answers with a steady pulse. The watcher at the threshold nods, respectful, and the soft companion sits on the floor at your feet, humming like a remembered lullaby. If you feel drawn to share, take a single word now and anchor it to the flame, whispering it into the wick as if into a friend's ear. If you have felt this warmth begin to glow, breathe and let it settle. If you want to participate with others, you can write, in the comments, one small word that names your intention for tonight, a single word, like peace or courage or rest. Sharing one word helps build a quiet map that others can follow. Your word need not be perfect, and you are never required to explain. When you post that small ember of a word, you create a tiny chain of company. Someone else reading it may feel less alone. Community here is a soft net. Every word is a gentle confirmation that someone else is holding a similar wish. Now return your attention inward. Breathe in to gather your word close. Breathe out to let the flame accept it. And when you are ready, we continue down the corridor. Walk now with the lantern held before you into a long corridor inside the house of your mind. Its walls lined with textured stones that hold small carvings. Each carving hums with a memory or a lesson. The corridor smells faintly of cedar and rain, and your footsteps make a soft, muffled sound on the woven runner, like small clouds pressing. Light from the lantern throws slow-moving shadows that seem to ripple like water. As you move, you notice 3 distinct textures under your palm when you touch the walls: a cool, smooth marble, a rough, warm sandstone, and a velvety moss that whispers when your fingers pass. The corridor seems to deepen, and the air grows a degree cooler near the center. Symbols appear carved into the stones: a crescent, a compass, a small open hand, each one reflecting a piece of your past and what you carried with you to this moment. You sense a mild tension here, the natural hesitation that comes when change asks for trust. A part of you whispers, "What if I fail to remember the shape of my own desire? What if it fades by morning? What if opening the door costs something I cannot pay?" Listen to that voice without judgment, as you would hear a child in the dark, and answer with steady compassion, "I have done enough. I am allowed to rest. I can return to this doorway anytime." The corridor accepts this exchange, and the air lightens. At the end of the hallway, you stand before the secret door, carved of old wood rimmed with thin veins of quartz that catch the lantern light and scatter it in rain. The guardian of the door reaches forward, palms warm, and you feel the small vibration of magic in the grain. You place your hand against the wood and feel its heartbeat match your own, like 2 old friends recognizing one another. Close your eyes briefly and tilt your face toward the grain, sensing a faint taste of metal and earth at the back of your tongue, a memory of a place you once walked as a child. The key of light that was offered nests into the palm of your hand and warms to your skin. You breathe in deeply and exhale your intention into the seam of the door, slow and deliberate. At first the door resists, a soft creak, like wood remembering the seasons. Then it gives with a sound like distant rain on leaves and opens to reveal a chamber filled with suspended lights. Inside the chamber, the air is honeyed and still. Hundreds of tiny lights hang like lantern moths, each one carrying a small image or phrase that relates to your intention. There is a scent of sandalwood and orange peel curling through the space, and you can hear a low chorus, like voices humming under a blanket, saying, "We remember, we receive." The lights multiply gently as you look, their glow warm against your face. Objects rest on low pedestals. A smooth river stone that vibrates with patience, a folded paper map with no roads but with familiar landmarks, a small silver bowl that when tipped makes a sound like a truth being spoken. The echo of your heart brushes these items with memory, and a small revelation arises. The truth you seek is never outside you. It has been waiting in the margin of your days. Name 3 of the lights that call to you now, and notice their color, their sound, their gentle weight. Then you meet your future self sitting calm on a low cushion in the center of the chamber, a presence both known and new, their skin lit from within, eyes soft with welcome. This future you speaks without hurry, voice like folded silk. They say, "I have been tending the same flame. Speak to me." You feel compelled to ask, "How did you come to keep such steady light?" The future you smiles and replies, "I learned to reframe failure as a lesson and to return to small practices that honored me each day." You ask, "What is the first gentle habit I can hold tonight?" They answer, "Claim 5 deep breaths before sleep and whisper your word to the flame." The exchange is close and intimate, and you feel a warmth migrate from their hands into your chest as they press a small glowing token into your palm. The soft companion hums, and the watcher bows. The future you places a hand lightly over your heart, and you sense a transfer of calm, like water poured into a dry vessel. Let this presence fold into your chest, making room for both hope and steady work. Remember now, briefly, how you arrived at this door. Once you spent many nights trying to force answers from the dark, chasing outcomes that felt urgent. A memory surfaces of a small kitchen table late at night when you scrawled plans on a napkin, tasting burnt coffee and the thin ache of worry. That pattern taught you endurance, but not gentleness. Tonight, you bring a different kind of request, one wrapped in patience. That story is not a failure, it is your training ground. Let that understanding breathe into your torso like warm air, softening old edges and making space for new intentions to root. Allow the warmth, the future you gave, to settle center in your chest as a tiny, steady flame. Repeat with me now, quiet phrases that anchor you. I am allowed to rest. I am aligning with my truest path. I am the keeper of my intention. Say them inwardly and feel each one echo subtly, 3 times, letting each repetition sink deeper. Sense the flame expand, not outwardly, but inward, a calm heat in the breastbone that radiates down the arms into your fingers and down the spine. The guardian of the door smiles, and the key of light dissolves into a soft dust that becomes part of your breath. As you prepare to leave the chamber, the soft companion presses a folded note into your hand, its paper smelling faintly of lavender. It reads simply, "You are coming home." Carry that line back with you through the corridor. Each step along the runner now feels lighter, the carvings on the walls turn to blessings. The watcher walks beside you, the echo of your heart keeps pace, and the guardian nods at the threshold. When you arrive at your sleeping place, feel the surface welcome you anew, the blanket an attentive embrace. Let your breathing slow. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6, counting in the quiet. The flame inside your chest will keep a steady glow as you drift. You can repeat your anchor phrase once more, softly. I am the flame of my intention. I am the flame of my intention. Know that the work of alignment continues while you sleep, quiet and attentive. If this practice has opened something gentle for you, consider subscribing for more guided journeys like this one. Here you will find a steady series of night practices designed to support rest and intention. Subscribing helps keep this space alive and allows me to bring more offerings that guide you into deeper sleep and clearer mornings. If you felt seen, a small subscription is a simple way to return and to receive. For now, let go of sight and sound, allow the room to fall away and the lantern inside you to glow at its own pace. Sleep now, dear one. Everything is unfolding in your favor. Good night.